Hello. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hello, hello. Hold on, people. We're talking about the USB receiver for... Wait, that's the charging cable, though. We're talking about the USB receiver for the mouse, and I'm confused. The Superlight comes with this little, tiny little... I can't open this right now. Oh my god, I'm struggling. This thing comes with a little dongle here. The cable is still annoying. That's the power play puck. This thing, the receiver for it. I don't really want to plug in the cable for it though. That's the dongle? Yeah. I'm confused what we're talking about in Discord. Hi everybody, how you guys doing? Just plug it into your PC? I did, but I still have to use a separate cable to charge this thing. What's up everybody? Yeah, I find the separate cable annoying. I just don't want, I want like minimal stuff on my computer. Seafoam, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude.
Yo, what's good, Alex?
It comes with a thing that you plug the micro cable. I probably did not have that in my box, maybe? I got mine secondhand. I did not buy this brand new. I got mine from someone who shipped it to Leonardo de Mouse. So maybe I just don't have all the pieces. It's like oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't have that. Kibu Giga-based vendor. Hi everybody. Happy afternoon. It's kind of a weird time to stream, I know, but honestly, I kind of want to stream while there's some daylight out, just because it makes me feel better. So, you know, we're here now. Hi everybody. Hope everyone's doing swell today. There's a pick in Discord now? Let me see. Oh yeah, I didn't get that. I do not have that. I sadly don't have this. I've never even seen something like that. That's crazy. Your schedule on Discord is messed up? How is it messed up? I know today's stream was supposed to be 7, but I announced that it was going to be at 1. How is it messed up? Everyone keeps saying it's messed up, but I think it's just because, you know what throws people off, I think? The time changing code thing.
Alex low-key looks like Morgan J. The what's your name bro? Ethan vid on TikTok kek.
What? I need to look this guy up later. It's like the 3rd time someone said that this week. My Susei's coming in soon too? Yeah, Susei's beautiful. Yujin was supposed to be tomorrow? No. Yujin was today. February 8th. Tomorrow is the class 0413. I never had the Yujin listed until literally this morning. It was I think what might be throwing you off is perhaps Saturday and Sunday level of Feb 10. Whatever, I'll fix that. That has nothing to do with today though. Yeah, that's your time zone, SZA, because I changed it. Right? So that's your time zone for where you live. So the Yujin is 7 p.m. Eastern, and it auto switches to whatever time zone you're in. How you feeling today, baby? I'm doing good, Dandy. How about you? Is it a risk to buy an Evolve since they're second keyboard they're building? Is it a risk? Hold on, let me pause the music here. Is it a risk to buy the Evolve since it's their second keyboard they're building? Is it a risk, or would you say there's no need to worry? Do you mean from Archetype? Archetype's a pretty solid vendor from my point of view. They've been pretty active in the community, and I mean they sell tons of artisans as well that have all delivered and whatnot. So I would say it's safe to order from Archetype, in my opinion. Now, if you're asking, is it safe to buy the Evolve because it's the second variation of the Evolve? I mean, I have the first Evolve. I'm glad there's a second Evolve. There's no bueno. Are you sure you didn't forget it in the box? No. Okay, so let me explain. Let me explain my Evolve. My Evolve was purchased secondhand, basically. Okay. My Evolve was purchased and then shipped to someone to paint. So either they accidentally took it out of the box, which I don't think so, or just the person who I bought it from at the time, didn't include it in the box. Whatever. I don't know. Key Cult Adventures has concluded. I found a build I am super happy with. Half PP plus MXHG Black Supers. Yeah, I think that's a good route to go. Half polypropylene is pretty decent. So nice. You mean
Time flies so fast with great content. My favorite and only subbed streamer Smile.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I really do, Zeal. Is Cycle 7 worth buying? In what aspect? I think worth buying is a little bit up in the air. Like, what do we mean? Like, what do you want out of a keyboard? Because this is what you want, right? Not, I could say any keyboard's worth buying, but it doesn't matter. What are you looking at of a keyboard? If you're looking for exactly what the Cycle 7 offers, then I'd say the Cycle 7's worth it. If you're asking me if it sounds good, yeah, I think it sounds good. If you're asking me if it looks good, I don't think it looks good. I don't like the way the Cycle 7 looks. It's rather boring to me. As an extra, I was looking for a 65 and it's kind of a 65. Then yeah, if you're looking at just for an extra keyboard, I think it's great for that.
Alex,
honestly.
do you know of a place to get HMX switches from Innar?
Keybay Tech might have them, but I think they're also sold out too. Check them, K-Meyer. I'm not too sure though. Also, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Is Unikeys Canadian? I thought they were American. For some reason, I think they're... I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. What is the price range of today's build? Ships from China. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think has really fast shipping. Oh, they're from China? I thought they were an American company. What's the price range of today's build? Okay. Pause. I don't actually know a lot of the information about today's build. I think this is, from what I understand and what Chung told me, this is pretty much still a very... I don't want to say it's an early prototype. However, there's not a whole lot of details. I don't even think there's a proper IC page for this. There is just some Discord stuff. It was put into IC, I would say probably, mid to late December. There's not a whole lot of info for this. So don't expect, I don't have like everything in the world. I don't have a price point. I would assume, just like what JB said, probably the $500 to $600 range. I would expect it to be probably a little bit more. You'll see why as we open it. This is the Eugen TKL. It is based off of the K-pop group. I think they're K-pop group, right? IVE. I started listening to some of the music this morning because I was like, let me see if they're good. And then I think I've heard a few of their songs. My girlfriend listens to them. Yeah, their cables are nice at Ordinary Labs. So we're going to be taking a look. There's a lot of nice things about this board, though, that I think we're going to get pretty excited for. So, oh God, my back's killing me today. How do you feel about the Ori CLS60? I love it. It sounded great. Like, it was such a good board. It's a K-pop board. I thought it was going to be a dragon themed. No. You guys will see. Here, we'll show you guys. We'll see, though. Hello, how you doing, unknown? Hello. Yeah, but I mean, today's gonna be pretty chill. Does it still say I'm building the derivative in the news section, by the way? Did they finally fix that on... No, it actually works this time. The new W70, I have seen it. So she's using primarily the Mammoth, but recently she started using... I think she's trying the Boog 75 out, which is good because I kind of want someone who's more into competitive gaming to try it out. I'm not that crazy into competitive gaming, so... My nickname is pronounced like Shaggy from Scooby. It's Shaggy? I'll try to remember that as best as I can. Thank you so much for the Prime. I really appreciate that, Shaggy. No title is right. Did I mess up the title too? Oh no, sorry, you're saying I didn't do the title wrong. Alex, we're already 1 month into 2024. How is the year going for you so far? You know what? Quick little year in review. It's going. I had some goals that I'd set for myself, which I've already broken some of those goals, unfortunately. But I'm a human being, and you know what? I think it's fine that I did. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I wanted to do more written content, and I started. And honestly, with the amount of streaming and just projects we've been doing on Twitch, I just have not been able to get to them. I've been trying to make sure to take at least one day a week where I turn off basically my phone and I don't answer things, because I've been finding that helps me. So that I've been active at. And I've been doing better at, I would say, a lot of the things that I wrote down for myself in terms of, just improving my content and some other stuff too. So I think it's going good. I think it could go a little better in terms of my goals that I have.
Alex, I don't know why I always feel so compelled to share this in stream, but it's shoulders and arms day to day for the gym, lol.
Dude, hey, get a good workout in, all right? Thank you so much for sharing with us. Dude, it's interesting to see what you're doing, though. I appreciate it, man. It's Lunar New Year's this weekend? Yes, it is. It is. Are you guys doing anything? Step-by-step habits gonna come, and we're all gonna be better mentally and physically. Love for everyone. Yeah, I think it's just, I like the idea that I had set myself some goals, and I like that for the most part, 80% of them I'm kind of like following through with. I'm also trying to take more time to like breathe, calm down, and like appreciate what's around me, because I feel like last year was so like, I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but you know when just there's so much stuff, not even work, there's just so much things happening, like news in the world and all this other stuff, and I felt like it was just an information kind of like overload last year. So this year here, I'm trying to like figure out a way to breathe, calm down, digest some of the information that I have, and just let some go out one ear, because you know what? In some instances, I do feel like I can't change some of the stuff that I hear about and get upset about, but I can't feel responsible for everything. But yeah, just a little bit more calm this year. That's my other goal. That's really it. How about you guys? How's your 2024 treating you guys so far? I find that exercising really clears the mind. It does. I've been a little bit slacky with that lately. But I have been going on more walks outside. It's really sunny outside, so if the room gets too bright, I'll close the windows, or shades rather. But I'm trying to do that too. Am I using beard or mustache product, by the way? No, but I do need to shave. That is the only thing I need to do right now. Juicy Pines, longtime YouTube subscriber, first time watching the stream. Dude, Juicy, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. I was thinking of putting Zaku 2s with slightly lighter springs, plus palm plate and the alto. I mean, you guys know how I feel about palm plates and long pull switches. I think they sound really good. I think that's going to be a nice combo, to be honest. I don't know what you should put with the aloe either, but maybe something non-long pull. 2024 has been a really rough start. How come? So far this year has been pretty goated for me. Got to leave a toxic work life and pursue things that make me happy. Hey, man. People don't understand the value. Like, I will say that I feel like when I was laid off from my job, I don't.
It's almost our 3-year anniversary. What did you get me?
Misfire. Thanks, man, for the 35 months. Hey, what do you want, Misfire? You want a big smooch? Yeah, but I think it was like a blessing in disguise when I got laid off / fired, whatever you want to call it. Just because, like, I was just doing too much, man. Just like doing too much work, and I don't know. I feel like I just wasn't happy, and I was just doing it out of necessity. Luckily, I'm very blessed that I had something to fall back on, which is, I got to do what I liked, which is streaming and content and entertaining people. But I know that's not easy for everyone. But I will say, if you're stuck in a position where you're just not happy, take a step forward. Just like try to look for new things. It doesn't hurt. Instead of maybe de-stressing, playing some video games for an hour, maybe do 40 minutes of that and then 20 minutes of looking for something. It can help in the long run a lot. There's a lot of power in finding something you actually like doing. But I know everyone does stuff out of necessity sometimes, so big respect to you if you do that right now. All right, so this is the Eugen TKL. We'll talk as we unbox this. This is the box for it, the IVE logo here. Kind of cool. And then let's just move this out of the way, actually. If the camera's moving to clean out my desk. As we open it, we get some other stuff here. I think Chung knows that I like polycarbonate plates, and I think from our conversation, there's going to be a bunch of plate offerings this time. Yeah, we have aluminum, PC, and polypropylene. Pretty awesome. So as you guys probably know, this is going to be a very classic sounding build. Kibu really just sticks to the classics in terms of mounting styles, and I would even say like overall board design. It's very classic with just some, you know, theming going on. So I'm a big fan of Kibu for that reason. If you're into classic style
Thinking
keyboards,
about doing another build soon, Evolve or Freya?
I would go with the Evolve personally. I think the Freya is really cool, but I think the Evolve sounded better. I think the Freya, I'm still not 100% sold on those spring mounting systems. So, Freezer, thank you so much for the Prime, and also Brown Bear, thank you so fucking much for the tier 1, man. Thank you guys. I appreciate the support you guys give me, man. Just an FYI. Hey, I honestly, Eddie, today was the first time I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan until today. I only listened to their first song today, so it's pronounced Ive. Hey, you know what? I got it. You're not a snob at all, Eddie. Don't even stress about that, my guy. Yeah, I listened to what songs? I listened to like 2 or 3 songs this morning from them. And just as a FYI, guys, this is Kibu's one of our sponsors here on the channel. Plus, I'm just big fans of Kibu. I think this might be one of the designer's personal builds. I have no idea, to be honest. Like I said, Chung kind of like messaged me a whole bunch of info, but he's been MIA for the last few days. I think he's busy, and he never got back with some of the stuff I asked. So, pretty positive this is one of their builds. So it's slightly like a commission, and also just to take a look at the board. Any tactile switches you could recommend for a nice clacky sound? Ooh, tactiles, I think, don't really lean to clacky. I would say usually they're a bit. Is B-Sound maybe? Yeah, I mean, I'm not really too knowledgeable of my tactile switches. Maybe some people in chat can help. So there's already a bunch of colors for this. So I was taking a look at Kibu's Discord. But take a look at this. Oh, also, nice little touch to the sleeve here. It's very hard to notice, but it seems like, pretty sure the signature, I don't know if you guys can actually see it. Hold on, let me see if I can get a better angle. They have a, yeah, there you go, kind of see it. It's just like lightly embossed, or I don't know what this is, printed on the sleeve as well. Nice touch. I wish it was a little bit more contrasty though, so you can actually see it better. But it's basically white on cream. So, all right, here's the board. Here is the board. Let's put this down. Look at this. This is a beautiful blue. It reminds me of the blue that I have on my new. Very, very pretty. Cute little logo. See, this is where I'm not sure. I was trying to do some research. I only got this a few days ago, by the way. Is this part of the group? Like, is this their logo, or I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if this has anything to do with the group or not. But yeah, you got some of the designer signatures on the inside, the band over there, classic looking TKL, thinner sides, you know, top and bottom a little chunkier. What I like to see in a TKL personally, and then. Here is the back. So we have kind of like a split weight design in the back here. Now, I think my only criticism to this is I would have liked to see the same materials, because I think the silver and the copper, because his copper, is a little bit jarring. I don't think it truly matches that well, but I kind of do like the split weight design. So I think if this was copper and this was copper, that would have looked really cool. Maybe some people feel a little bit differently than I do. But yeah, I think it's a little bit jarring. Perhaps clashes a little bit with the overall design of the board. I would have liked to either see, you know, stainless, or, you know, like the polished stainless, or the copper. But very, very nice. And then you got the Ive signature, or I guess, sorry, logo there. And then you got the signature of one of the people over here. Very, very, very pretty. And this is pretty much what what I usually see from Kibu and the designers that work with them. Excellent side profile, by the way. Excellent, excellent side profile. Very unique on a TKL. So it kind of steps downwards over here and then it flares off. Not your typical box on wedge. Light curve over here, and you got some layering with the CNCing going on over here. So it's very pretty in my opinion. Again, great job. This is what I mean when I say Kibu does excellent classic looking TKLs with, get your spudger out please. Should I be like, do I have to be like Ryan? I don't have a spudger though, man. Here, let me use tweezers, but I won't touch the keyboard, okay? So you got a nice little light curve over here. This is how Ryan does it. Ryan does it way better than I do though. Ryan is like very passionate about like small details. And he's like, and then it steps down right over here. And I quite like that degree of CNC. Talk about how the light hits the curves. I mean, I do that already though. So definitely a Ryan thing. Ryan's very, if you guys haven't ever watched Lol Stacks, he is very into the small details about keyboards, which I love. It's so inspiring. So why do people care so much about side profiles? I mean, people care about different things. I think for me, it's something that I see when I enter my room and I'm like, wow, that keyboard looks sick. So smoothness of Ano. The Ano does look really nice. I haven't had a Kibu board yet that has had bad Ano. Actually, speaking of some other fun design choices here, I quite like the way that this kind of has a little lip over this kind of squared off back piece over here. I think that's very pretty. Again, very small detail, but I quite like that. Then we have a recessed USB-C port, which is, again, pretty standard with this kind of like Toblerone style weight on the back here. So, very nice. Again, the only thing I would have liked to see is consistency with maybe the materials used. Perhaps this is a preference thing. I think copper and copper would have looked really nice, or stainless and stainless would have looked really, really nice too. Do you still have GMK Grand Prix? I do, but I think it's at my parents' house. I haven't used it in a while because I know it's on a keyboard somewhere. How big are the specs on the Ano? I can't see any at all. What the hell? So unlike some of the boards we've seen recently, which have had more inconsistencies with the Ano, this is pretty nice. I would say if you're trying to find any of the Ano shine or speckle on it, it's very, very small, very minimal. I have noise, like a grain thing on my camera here, so you might only see the grain of my camera. It's hard to see. The copper's done really well too. The engraving of the weight is fantastic. Overall, very nice. Very, very, very nice. We can open this up and inspect this. This is a screwless design, or screwless hidden screw. Not my favorite thing in the world. I don't know how you guys have been feeling about the screwless hidden screw designs. Perhaps in this case, it kind of fits the theme. It's supposed to be a little bit more elegant, so maybe screws would have taken away from this. But yeah, you got the screwless stuff, 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. So internally fastened. Ryan has more vocabulary than me, so I got you with the hydrate. Why does my spacebar have a little bit different sound on each side? Is it normal? It can be normal. Depends on the keyboard itself and how things are mounted. So for example, if there's a mounting point on this side and none on this side for your spacebar, it could sound a little bit more stiff or full or metallic-y on one side versus the other. So there could be variance, yes. Copper and blue gray is so freaking nice. Yeah, I do agree. I love this little logo. You guys might have told me what this was, but I might have missed it explaining the board. But very cool, very cool. In terms of some other specs, let's take a look at the side here too. Some other specs of this board. Here's where it gets awesome. 18.5 front height. You guys already know how I feel about front heights of keyboards. I think a sweet spot for me is that 18-ish range, 20 being the top. So when I see 18.5 on a TKL that looks this nice, I'm very happy for that. So we have a nice front height. Are K-pop boards all TKLs? You know what? I think most of them have been, haven't they? I think so. I'm not too sure. I'm not too positive. I couldn't give you a good answer on that, but I'm pretty positive. All right, let's take a look at the PCB as well. Now, it kind of looks like to me maybe not. I was gonna say, I'm not too sure if the internal structure of this maybe was meant to also gasket mount this, but I think this is just strictly top mount. Yeah, leaf spring top mount. Which I don't think the polycarbonate plate's probably the best thing to show for leaf spring in most cases, but yeah, it almost looks like there's plenty of room there to maybe have had gaskets, but maybe I just can't see something. Can we see the side profile again, please? JB, of course you can. Here. Of course. We'll show it from the other way here. Let the light hit it differently. Very nice. I love this blue, by the way. This is a perfect blue. Did you try the new Silent Hill? Wait, did you try to play this Silent Hill New Message? No, I played a little bit of Pal World last night. And then that's all I really played. I've been wanting to play Death Stranding, but I am internally conflicted. I did pick it up. It was like $11 on sale. I know that it was free a while ago, but I'm conflicted on whether or not to play it. Just start the build already. Damn. Bro, unknown. That's pretty crazy, bro. See ya. Don't fucking tell me what to do. How does it compare to previous Kibu Blue? I would say this is pretty much on par with the Susei. The Lamy is probably the closest though. I don't have the Lamy here with me at my house. I think I gave that back to Chung last I recall. But I think if I were to go grab the Susei, it would be here. What did Blood say? One of my biggest pet peeves is like, you're here watching someone else do their thing, right? And you're telling them what to do. Like, just start the build. So don't watch it. Just catch the VOD afterwards. Like, why are you here then? Like, what's the point of doing that? Why are you being like that? It's like such an ignorant thing to do, you know? Yujin Blue is a bit deeper than the Susei. I'd have to pull the Susei out, which is, I believe, right behind me. Or maybe it's in the front. I think I have it in the cabinet, but I can go get the Susei. We can compare that later. I wish F13 was standard. Really? I think I'm impartial. I don't really use F13 like at all. I think from a design standpoint, I kind of like F13, but I don't know. I think I'm impartial to that personally. I don't think it really matters to me. I like the symmetry. Yeah, I think some people do like the symmetry of F13. Then we got our PCB. Oh, that's nice. That is pretty. Now, mind you, this is going to be covered up by the plate and stuff. Actually, well, not really in this case here. We'll have the polycarbonate plate, but very, very pretty. This kind of almost matches, well, not quite, but almost matches the keyboard, sorta, almost. As Lulstacks would say, F13 has congruent F-row dividers. Some people might like the asymmetry of it, though. So pretty standard. Oh, that's nice too, actually. Why am I a sucker for this typeface? I really like this typeface a lot. I've been kind of into this, I don't know, more elegant looking typefaces these days. Very nice PCB though. Almost like a pale blue, well, not really, a blue-gray. More so than this, more so leaning on the gray side in gold. Very, very nice. Yeah, Kibu always, like, again, I know I'm kind of beating a dead horse with this, but Kibu always makes some of my favorite projects in the hobby. Everything's just so simple, and it's always top mount for the most part. I don't think, has Kibu done anything that's gasket? I think everything primarily has been top mount, and I have absolutely enjoyed it. All right. And then if you guys didn't see this as well, I mean, we have standard options here because this is win keyless. I don't think this comes in a win key design. Again, I don't think that was in my notes. My very limited notes. It could change in the future. 7-degree type angle if you guys were interested. And this is going to be limited to 100 units. And here we have our plates. I think Chung knows now. I really like building TKLs, especially top mounts with polycarbonate. So, no, unfortunately, no IC. If you guys wanted to, Kibu has a Discord. I should have linked it. That's my mistake. I would say 100% check out check out the, what's it called? The Discord. There's more stuff in there that can help you. Definitely more stuff there. All right. Are you planning on taking any photos of this board? Yeah. I don't know how much time I have with it because, again, I am being transparent. I am not sure if this was Chung's or if this is one of the designers, or I don't know whose build this is, but they sent over some. Well, Chung sent it over. I just don't know whose board it is. Probably one of the designers, I'd think. They sent over some Hyperglides that were very well lubed. I took a look at them beforehand, so they are done with 205 as well as filmed. Guess you just dropped a screw from the Ode 65 and the screw has vanished? Dude, I can't tell you how many times the screws have vanished on the floor. Even though I don't really have much on the floor, they always vanish. And then, oh, I forgot the stabilizers in the front. Give me 1 second, guys. I left them in the box. It's Russ's personal board? Okay, I just didn't, honestly, I don't know whose board it was. I know it's someone's board, I just don't know whose. Owner of this board? No, you know what it was? We communicated about this and they sent it out and they said, hey, it's going to be kind of short notice, but can we get this like streamed during the week? And I was like, yeah, I have an open slot. Or at least I'll make time for it because I always love building Kibu projects. And, you know, I thought it was a fun build. And then I got to see it in person. I was like, oh, this is really, really pretty. So I'm glad we got to see it today. By the way, Fuyu and Sakula are the designers on this, so big shoutouts to them as well. What's the average time you need to take good photos of a keyboard? A day? I mean, like, I have stuff set up, but if you want me to get super creative, I would say that usually give me a week so I can think of different things to do, you know, creatively to a certain project. 500 plus is too much for a board IMO. That's fair. There's lots of good options right now for less than 500. There's tons and tons of good options. That's the, why can't I open this? The beautiful thing about the hobby right now. I actually just think, is Sakula Rustworks? Oh. I think right now is the best time to get into TKLs especially. There has been like, dude, how many TKLs have come out in the last little bit? Like, that are sub $200. I think in the last month alone, we've seen, at least 3. At least. So, you keep seeing especially. I mean, we're going to have to live with it, unfortunately. Don't get me wrong, cute board, but I always feel like these K-pop boards aren't for me. Totally. You'd have to be really into the band. You'd be surprised. I find that even the K-pop slash, what's the other ones called? VTuber boards, they do very well. Very, very well. What other TKLs would you recommend beside the Neo 80 that is sub $200? My top of the list is Lumen Key. Lumen Key is one of my faves. Do we use all 5 today? Yes. Sakula, or is it, where is he? Fuyu, is Russ in chat? Do you know what layout he wants? Well, I guess there's not many layout choices. Do you know if he wants stepped or regular caps lock? That's the only question I have. Stepped? Okay. I guess I could just dump it against my better judgment. I hate doing that. Makes it feel messy. All right. Step caps is so popular. Yes, it is one of the nicer looking things. It's rare that you see non-stepped. There are still some people who swear by non-stepped. Some people do not like having a stepped keycap, which, hey, more power to them. Everyone's a little different. balance this. This might be perfect already. We are good. No need to balance. All right, let's lube some stabilizers. Howie hates stepped caps. Howie hates a lot of things. But you know what? We all have our preferences. That's all. Alice can step on me? What? What? Huh? Is your desk an IKEA countertop? Yes. It is an IKEA countertop. One day, one of these days, I would love an actual concrete desk. Unfortunately, I don't think that day is anytime soon. I think, dude, some of you guys here have linked me your desks or just shown me in desk setup. Yo, some of you guys have crazy nice setups here, bro. I think even there's been a few people who have the live edge kind of wood as well. That stuff is beautiful, man. It is so gorgeous. You know what? I would like that though. I would like a cold desk, oddly enough. Gotta get that wormwood desk. What is that? What monitor do you use with the Mac? I use the Mac. Shit, is it called the Mac Studio monitor? Yeah, it's the 5K one, not the really, really expensive one. I know this one here still has a bigger price tag on it, but high key for the price, I got it on a little bit of a sale. I think it was 15% off. I don't need speakers, which matter a lot for me because the speakers on this monitor are insane. And then I think the inclusion of a webcam is nice too. Sometimes I don't turn on the cameras to do web calls. It's nice to have there, just built into the monitor. And then also the fact that it's, glass and it's just nice. Like, it's just overall a nice monitor. I wouldn't trade this for anything. I'm glad I spent a few extra dollars on this. I only have one monitor, yeah. I couldn't afford to. But it's beautiful. I wish I had a higher refresh rate. I do as well, but you know what? For work purposes, I don't really need it. I still want a new gaming monitor, but man, not to continue saying everything is expensive. Everything kind of is really expensive right now, so I haven't really been in the market. I'd say, like, I am in the market, but I'm in the market if I see a good price type deal. Modular desk system. Let's see what Big Mac just sent us. Yeah, these are classy looking for sure. The only thing is, I don't know with how I like to assemble the underneath of my desk. I don't know if this underneath would work. I think I prefer a flat desk with just a small little drawer like I have now. But I guess it's modular, so you wouldn't even need to install that. That is really pretty though. I've been kind of into that classy vibe now. When I get a house, yeah. We've been looking for new places too, and I don't know if I'm going to stay in Toronto, guys. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know if I can physically afford to stay here anymore. I like my 38-inch 21:9. Yeah, it's nice. It's actually a really big monitor. I don't know where I'm gonna go, Zwabby. I think we're just looking still. Although, I think the main goal right now is I would just like some extra space. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful that I have basically effectively a bedroom to stream in without a bed. I'm very grateful. But I think that some of the stuff I want to do creatively requires me to have a little bit, and I'm not even saying that much bigger, just a bit of a bigger space where I can actually have a table in a room and walk all the way around it with my camera. So it's just been a little bit challenging, some days more than others, but trying my best out here, Defect to Maine. Is Maine a good price right now? New York level of bad nowadays? Yes, it's pretty bad. 32-inch monitor is nice. I love having a screen real estate while still not being like a big fat ultra wide. I had an ultra wide at one point, I think that was my first high-end monitor, and I don't think I'm ever going to go back to ultrawides. I don't think I am. Hawaii is a nightmare. Been a nightmare, honestly. I feel like everywhere has been getting hit, like all over the world. I think obviously some places might be exempt from that, but I think everywhere right now is just feeling it. Because you know what it is. I don't love talking about this stuff, by the way, and I apologize if this bores you, but just a quick little my opinion on it. It's because I feel like everyone treats housing like some sort of investment opportunity. And I just don't agree with that whole sentiment of doing that, you know? Like, I just think it's just not sustainable in the long run for us as a collective. So, I don't know. If money is no object and you desperately wanted to move out of Toronto, where would you go? If money's no object? I mean, if money's no object, I'd probably stay here. But if money... If we're putting both equations in, Kopi, would I have to work in this case? Would I have to continue doing what I do on a daily basis? I would love to, but I'm just wondering. No, way too lucky. I ended up switching today. I have some stuff to do in the afternoon that I totally forgot about, and this stream was kind of done last minute, like scheduled last minute. So I didn't really factor that in. So it is my fault. But I'm trying to make it up now. We're streaming. Maine has seen a bump in pricing because people come here for remote work. Yeah. Remote work is very popular right now. They treat the land as an investment, but the house is as a consumable. Really, Zwabby? How would that work, actually? So what do they do on the land after they have it? Maine has seen a bump... Oh, right down there. For everything else, it's called scalping, but housing is suddenly called an investment. Yeah. There's, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't complain because I have a condo that I rent, and I'm fortunate that I, can pay the bills for this place. But I also feel like, someone who is, I'm 32. Am I? Yeah, I'm 32. And, I don't know. I feel like that dream of perhaps owning a bigger home, or just even a moderate-sized home, or just whatever, just something with more than just one floor, is I don't know. It feels kind of like a very far reach that I don't have the arms to grasp. I should have been buying housing in 08 instead of being in kindergarten. On God. Dude, I've been seeing that a lot on TikTok, actually. There was this TikTok. I was dying at this, man. It was someone showing... I don't even know what it was, what point they were trying to make. But the point from this person who does real estate was showing the difference in pricing from, 2007 or something like that. And they were like, you could have bought this for $180,000. Look at the investment you could have made. And every comment was like, you're right. I shouldn't have been sucking on my juice box, and I should have been investing in property 110%. And every comment was just like, you're right. I shouldn't have been learning 1+1, and I should have bought property. It's crazy, man. In Japan, the home can come with the land, so they will let you tear it down. Some won't. This is when you buy the land itself. Oh, interesting. I wasted the 90s. I could have invested. Dude, okay. You mentioned the 90s. This is going off a little bit on a separate note. Dude, I went on this crazy little YouTube journey this morning while I was preparing some other stuff for another keyboard. Dude, I see that digicams, so the old CCD sensor, point and shoots. Bro, I didn't realize people are going crazy for those right now. It is a big trend from younger people. And I was going on this whole, apparently they're saying, I don't know how true this is, but Gen Z is, craving nostalgia from the 80s and 90s. And it kind of bled into this guy giving his thoughts and how basically, it's not just craving the 90s and 80s. It's craving a simpler time as tech gets more and more advanced. And dude, like I kind of feel that. Like film's really coming back in style, man. Like the person I was watching even made a really good point too, and they showed some photos. He showed photos when he was a kid, and he's like, look at these pictures. Don't they just like it looks like nostalgic? And then he showed photos of like his kid now that he takes and stuff, and it's all very, you know, crisp and clear because the new cameras, and it just doesn't have that same feel. It all just seems too professional. You know what I mean? It all seems too well done. Like it seems fake. And yeah, I think there is certain beauty in stuff that doesn't look like it came from a magazine, you know? Lysol, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Appreciate you, dude. No grain? Yeah, dude. My I've been purposely shooting in high ISO lately. I don't know. I feel like also because I've also taken this path and trying to slow down over the last, I would say honestly, I've been trying to do it for the last half year. Even making different choices in what I purchase for tech and stuff like that, that will make me feel like I am slowing down and taking my time. So I hope it's not expensive lamp. I'm so sorry that your Fuji shit the bed the other day. What happened exactly? Beauty and Imperfections, yes, 110%. Did I watch Holdovers? I have not. Is it a movie? It will be the same in 10 years. We're going to be talking now about with the old compared to what the standard is now. I don't know. I feel like I don't know, maybe you're right. Maybe we will have that same thing in 20 years, 30 years, where we'll look back 20 or 30 years. But I gotta admit, man, and again, nostalgia goggles on, you know, bias straight up there. There was something very beautiful about the 90s and early 2000s, even somewhat of the early 2000s. Everything just felt more like it had more character. I mean, you look now, half the brands are just basically like this. This is how half the brands look nowadays. Here, I'll show you. They put very simple photos on, or very simple text, like just, this is the brand. Literally no character. Back then it was like wild, bro. Wild West for designing things. Everything was different. You had random clear computers. But I think we're going to slightly see some of that stuff coming back. No one's trying. Yeah. Brown color got that nice teal though. I was going to buy brown color lights, off topic. But every place I wanted to buy them at was sold out for the one that I wanted. And it was like a wait time. And I was like, fuck, I need something ASAP, so. I mean, perhaps, Eddie, perhaps. But I always think there's going to be room for something more analog, you know? And perhaps in 20 or 30 years, we'll consider digital cameras to be more analog than what we have now. But I think, you know, when you have 30 shots of film on a camera, sorry, I'm not even doing the keyboard, I'm just chatting with you guys. It almost feels like those 30 shots become more purposeful.
This is too real.
Let's see this, Nord. Born too soon to be seeing TikTok star? Yeah, dude. But just in time to have 2 monitors and a light up keyboard, bro, 110%. I feel you there, man. Have I seen the Nothing phone? I know what it is. I haven't looked at it ever. I don't know about you guys. I stopped giving a shit about cell phones. After, I think the iPhone 10. Oh, someone just got into a big accident. But But basically after the iPhone 10, I kind of stopped caring. Do you guys need the extra horsepower in your phones? Like, I don't. I can browse the internet the same way I could with the iPhone 10 versus now. Just the battery, maybe, you know? Horsepower? I don't know a better way to describe it. Do you guys need more CPU power or some processor power? I'm going to call it horsepower, bro. I don't need it. Damn, I want to see what happened now. Where's the electric grease? Oh, here it is. That's because they are kind of boring, but this phone actually looks different from the other one. Let's see. I mean, this is really cool. I just don't think I'd personally need it. It's more of this is like an aesthetic thing. I'm sure that it would run exactly the same as everything else. I do like the aesthetic of this. Even the UI looks really pretty. It's cool, but I just don't need it, you know? Like, unless you absolutely need that aesthetic, it's just an aesthetic purchase, I think, at that point. Even the cameras right now, like, I don't know. Do you really need something better on the iPhone? Better off getting the Samsung S22 Plus, but the marketing and reviews made me think need the S22 Ultra. Wait, why? Why did the marketing make you think you need a better one? Making experience more unique in some places? Explain it to me. I have not looked at it at all. You guys would be more knowledgeable in that case. Case is Ultra. It's still a phone though. Yeah. The Nothing phone actually takes, I've been low-key considering an e-ink phone. E-ink's pretty cool. I read this whole thing about e-ink and how basically e-ink has not really seen much technology improvement in the last little bit, but more recently people are really taking it to the next level with e-ink. But I think e-ink's super neat. As a designer, I hold a very strong belief that visuals are the most important aspect in our lives and we just don't give it enough attention it deserves. I am in the same boat as you. I do think that feeling good with what you have is just as important, if not more important than some other things. If you feel good with an item, even it doesn't have to be the best. If you feel good with it, you're gonna be good with it. I like photography and I was like, oh, I need the best camera, plus the novelty of it being the best, plus I'm a big fan of squared off corners. Do you regret the purchase? You said you wish you got the other one? Just built a board today and the spacebar kind of feels sluggish. Not sure what the issue is. Did you overlube the stab? So there's a few things you could check. Overlubing, if everything's seated properly. Sometimes, which I can explain here in a few minutes, the plate will put pressure on the sides of the sides of the stab housing. So that could also cause some sluggishness as well. Gotta say, bigger phones make doom scrolling easier on the eyes. Not gonna lie. True. They do. After my Flip 4 dying on me barely a year ago, I've disregarded phone and stuck with my Samsung 21 Ultra. Now I'm back to buying audio gears since they hold value better than phones. Phones don't. I would not say phones hold value at all. There's no value to be had in a cellular device. On the topic of professional photos, I think too many people live in their social media space as if they're influencers. Ironically, they lose touch with their actual closest friends and family. With their actual closest friends and family. I think there's a lot of reasons for that, though. You know what's crazy? So, okay, let me talk about this. Fun topics today, by the way. Really cool topics. I don't really post a whole lot of personal things, as you guys can usually tell. Like, even on Twitter and stuff. I usually, if I'm talking about something personal to me, it's with you guys here on Twitch. Because I feel, at least, like it's more personal than just, like, shouting something onto the void on Twitter or Insta or whatever, or X, whatever it's called. And I feel like we can have a conversation about it, and I think that's more important to me. I also don't like texting. I prefer calls. And I don't know. I feel like the moment you kind of invest in this kind of like sphere of just posting status updates 24/7, you kind of get lost in that, you know? And then you start to think that nobody cares if you don't get a like, and you start to devalue yourself. Whereas if you're just talking to someone one-on-one, if they're a good friend and they're listening to you, at least you have that sense of someone's listening to you, and you feel better about whatever you're trying to get off your chest or talk. So that's why I don't really like the whole idea of shouting out like, hey guys, I'll be, sipping on this cup of coffee today. Like, what do you guys think? It's not really for me. I find it crazy that that there are some people who do like 20 Instagram stories a day. Bro, like, it's cool to see what people are up to for sure. Sometimes it's inspiring. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I don't like the idea of it personally. That's why I don't do it. Hold on, Banana Man. Let me just lube this last stabilizer. I know I'm putting dielectric grease on this today, but it's a light coat. We should be okay. Alex is a man of Discord calls instead of texting. I do like Discord calls. I much prefer them over talking. I feel like I get more information and I can sense someone's tone of voice, which I think is good. But I'm also a little bit more extroverted, I think, so perhaps it's just me. Why not BDZ for this build? I personally hate BDZ. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong, and if you can apply it correctly, it's great. But the moment it gets somewhere you don't want it to be, it gets kind of finicky and it's really tough to clean off. So for me, I prefer dielectric or 205G0. But BDZ probably is the best for your stabilizers. I just think it's too messy and high-key kind of risky. Bro, my boss is so annoying on the phone. He takes forever and just sits in silence. Like, dude, just say what you want to say. Well, that's just someone with bad communication, I think. But I get what you're saying exactly. I'm an event photographer for much of my job, and honestly, the amount of people who miss things and make them but themselves for TikTok is just amazing. Totally agree. Yep. I don't know. I've been told I'm a little bit, I take like social media a little bit weird in some of my calls with like different brands. Usually not in the keyboard space. Like, I had a brand reach out for, what was it again? Some sort of like rising desk. No, it wasn't a rising desk. It was some sort of furniture company that reached out. And they were just like, oh, so we basically want you to post like videos of you unboxing it and videos of you using it. And then like, they basically wanted all this stuff. I'm just like, man, I don't like, it's a desk. Like, I don't think I need to show people that I'm like super excited about having a desk like be this new thing in my office. But I was like, can I pitch this to you? What if I just use the desk and I'm happy with it? And people will probably notice that I'm happy with it. Like, I feel like that to me is like, oh, he's not even like that's his new thing that he has. Like, let's talk about it type thing. Like, instead of me shoving it down someone's throat like marketing. Because then suddenly it becomes a little bit, to me, it feels like disingenuous. They were like, no, that's not how marketing works. I'm like, man, I feel like it's just so, yeah, it's not authentic at all. Like, it's just I'm pushing people to buy something. But yeah, I just said no. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm in today. I'm in that vibe of like just nostalgia today. Also, when are you coming to build your dream desk? I don't know. Soon, way too lucky. One of these days. You get the Target brand baggies. Target brand baggies? What are those? Good on you for sticking to what you want. Yeah, I haven't really done too many big collabs outside of the keyboard space. I think iBuyPower. But I have to admit, the team at iBuyPower that was like communicating with me was super awesome. And they're just like, they were into keyboards and stuff too. They were super neat. I liked working with iBuyPower. I thought they were fun. I love researching products that people use without promoting it every other second. Yeah, I think you can tell when someone really enjoys something. Because it almost becomes like just part of them and they're not constantly talking about it to try to like convince themselves in a way. You know what I mean? What switches... wait, what have you... Wait, what? You have your switches in right now? Oh, the moon tower? Oh, these. This thing is Target brown baggies. I don't know what this is. To me, these are just sandwich baggies. I didn't know they were Target brand. I had the same malfunction reading that comment, Alex. Really? I'm not very good at reading, so my eyes, a lot of the times what they'll do is they'll process the words and then they'll read ahead. So I can read to myself. But reading it out loud, like my brain's doing this thing where it skips words because I understand what the sentence is. Need coffee, be right back. How have you guys been with coffee consumption lately, these days? Reading out loud is so hard. I used to be so good at it. I don't know. This last, I'd say 5-6 years of my life have been worse. 2 double shot lattes a day? I've been down to 1. Sometimes if I feel like it, 2. I feel like 1's good. I'm off the beans at the moment, drinking tea. Nord, good for you. 350 milligrams of caffeine, only if I want to sleep. God damn, bro. I'm coffee dependent. Yeah, I was like that at 1.2. So how many coffees do you drink a day then? I brew 300 mil 2 times a day. Yeah, I do a 3, I'd say like a 330-ish mil in the mornings for my caffeine, and then that's it. This is polycarbonate. I would assume, I'm probably wrong, but I would assume the PP plate would probably be white. Or sometimes the PP plates could be like a dark gray. The plate is nice to work with though. Some polycarbonate plates flop all over the place because of tolerances. This is nice. Very, very nice. 860 milliliters per day for me. I feel like that's what I used to have. Like when I was really into coffee. I'd have like 1 when I wake up, 1 midday, 1 at 3 or 4 o'clock, 1 at 7. Because I had a friend who was like, we'd talk over coffee. So he would swing by my place, we'd go out and grab something to drink for coffee, and then we'd have another one while we're talking, and it'd just be like endless cycles of coffee. Found your website after researching DIY keyboard stuff for 3 weeks straight. This is so cute, what the fuck? Thank you, it's Kelly, I appreciate it. Do you mean this particular keyboard, or do we mean like the keyboard in general? There's just something comforting about coffee though. I feel like a warm drink though, like a good warm drink that you enjoy can always be comforting. You know what I mean? The concept of making someone's keyboard on stream. Yeah, we do a lot of commissions here. This is actually for one of the designers of this keyboard actually. So the guy who designed this, one of the guys, sent this over so we can design the keyboard he made. Which I love doing stuff like this. I love doing everyone's keyboard. But I appreciate the kind words. Cold brew or regular? Ooh, okay. I'm always a cold brew guy, man. I feel like I'm just answering this out of what I want right now. I do feel like cold brew, done proper, with a little bit of sweetness to it, it always hits the spot for me, man. But when on a cold day, like I'll still have a cold brew or a cold coffee, but I do quite like, you know, a good solid hot coffee. So I think I would prefer a cold brew. I looked into the stab issue. They are screwed in tight. I cleaned the lube off the sliders and only have BDZ on 1 wire. They don't tick, but they are sluggish. Oh, you have BDZ in it, Sky? It could be the BDZ. This is why I'm saying BDZ is like kind of off the tables for me. Even if you applied a hair too much BDZ, that's what happens. And then what stabs are they? What brand, Sky? I think I missed that. I don't know if you have it. You've mentioned it in the last one. This board is so pretty. Love the color. It is a very pretty board, yes. I love this kind of like baby blue. Flash brew cold coffee? Yeah, I've tried all that stuff. It's good. Stabies, also I'm gonna have to rebuild it. Thank God I'm maxed. Yeah, okay, so here's my rule of thumb with Stabies and TX stabs like we're doing today, and basically anything that has a tighter tolerance. BDZ, thicker lubricants like that, off limits. Unless you absolutely know how to apply a like stupid light coat. Especially Stabies. Stabies can work with something like dielectric, barely. But with anything thicker, those things are going to become super sluggish. I don't think I need to do a new stab lubing video, per se. Because I feel like what we're talking is more about nuances. But perhaps an update. Like a keyboard building nuances type thing, you know? I just don't know if we need to do a whole new stab video just to mention that, hey, BDZ and some other lubricants might not work with that. But I think an update vid might actually be very well warranted. So perhaps we do something like that. Good idea. You guys are really smart. Alex, tips on lubing Nixies? You can do medium light coats, light coats. I think light coats sound a little nicer. Either one of those, fantastic. I would 100% spring swap those bad boys. And I would 100% put a film in that. Well, 75% put a film. You don't absolutely have to, but I think I prefer it. Yeah, I'm thinking if we're going to do like an updated stab lubing guide, it would have to be something more nuanced. So something like expectations, different stabilizers, proper testing with stabs, because I know that if I say, hey guys, I've built thousands of keyboards at this point, or not thousands, but close to maybe 2,000 at this point, actually. Actually, maybe thousands, I don't know. I never counted. I would personally say that no one would probably believe me, and people would want still like video proof of me telling things that I have seen in all this time. So yeah, I think it would need to be a very in-depth video. Flex Scott, oh please. I'm just trying to say that no one would believe me if I spoke. Last time I even mentioned stabilizer rankings. That has to be my lowest my most thumbs down video ever, with how many people argued with me about my own personal preference of stabilizers. I think it's like an 80% upvoted video. Usually I get like 95 plus, but that one there's like 78, 80. Yeah, that was nobody liked hearing what I had to say there. Make one about how you should not holy mod and buckle up. It's all, dude, I know, Ryan, but some people really did not like that. How dare you not like the same stabs as me? Ugh tug. I wish people understood that more nowadays. I mean, I think we do a good job here of reminding ourselves that everything's preference and how we all like different things, but I do agree. I feel like that sentiment kind of gets lost. Satire vid to piss everyone off would be hilarious. Wait, what do I do in the satire video? I wonder. I wonder what I would do. I feel like a good satire video would be using like literal bad parts. So for example, V1 Glorious stabilizers where they include metal washers and just like lubing those up completely wrong and then putting the metal washers on the keyboard, then having the thing short. That would be pretty funny actually. Waiting for this vid now. Hamaji's $0 keyboard. Oh, I remember that. How do you clean a desk pad full of dielectric grease? Probably just soap and water. I mean, I'm not the best at giving advice to cleaning off desk pads. I feel like most of my desk pads have kind of just like accepted that I've had some like, you know, Loctite stains or just some sort of something. I think I've even burned a hole in one with my soldering iron one time. And cleaned it up from outside with a paper towel. Fixed it so much. Thank you, especially the board with solder. Yeah, you have to be super careful with BDZ. Stains add character. They do. Do a build on Glarsis full-size keyboard. That's good satire. That'd be pretty funny. We could do something. I don't know. I had to think about something like that. I don't really do dedicated YouTube videos anymore. I like live streaming. The triple TKL was goated. Yeah, that was a pretty funny video. I'm a live stream guy though. I like talking to people while doing things and socializing like that. My preferences have slightly changed. You mean I'm streaming? True, in this case today. This is what I was talking about, by the way, where I think this is a fun choice if you end up going polycarbonate. How you can slightly see the signature through the PC. Kinda cool, kinda cute. I vibe with that. It's an interesting aesthetic there. Again, you'll never see that when you close the board up, but I think it's interesting to have. All right, I guess let's start soldering. We just make sure everything's neatly pushed in here. Can we get a back look of the PCB? Not really much happening on the back of this PCB. It's kind of simple. Is the board blurple? No, it's blue. Does it look blurple? Does it look like it has a bit of purple in it? Oh, the board. Here we go. It's quite nice. Yeah, I listened to some of their songs for the first time. Again, maybe I've heard one or two. I'm pretty positive. But I listened to some of their songs earlier today, and gotta say, I kind of liked it. Let's start soldering. Let's warm up our iron. It's a gray blue. I think it leans more to blue than it does gray, but it is more of a gray blue. I wouldn't say this is purple. Yeah, again, I think that's my only gripe with the board. I think I would have went with more consistent weight styling, like in terms of material use. I think that would have made it seem a little bit more fluid instead of having polished stainless and copper. I think I would have went with all copper or all stainless. Preferably all copper. All right. Polished to stainless. Yeah, I don't know. What does it taste like? Lick taste? Kelly. Stainless. Hey, Alex, have you heard Saint Motel? I got tickets for them in April and I'm so excited. I have not heard of them. I would not want to lick test copper. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, dude, talking's hard sometimes. Let me tell you guys. Talking can be very difficult. All right. Time to solder. Actually, how'd this look from the side angle? I love seeing cherry switches on a polycarbonate plate. Love it. Still haven't forgot about that board you spanked for us. Oh god, I was hoping you guys forgot about that. I was hoping. Nice. I like when PCBs solder very, very nicely. It's also a 1.6 mil PCB. Again, I think I'm personally expecting a very classic top mount sound out of this, which I'm kind of excited for. Oh, the Snake keyboard. I actually gave away that board. I don't know. I don't remember who won it, but someone here won it. Link to Saint Motel for people who are interested. I'll take a look after this. Actually, wait till you want to DM me that? Like I said, I've been kind of in a music kick lately of trying to discover some new artists, so it's been kind of fun doing that. Oh yes, the solder flows really, really nicely on this. Like I said, sometimes you get the PCBs that don't flow as nice, and you kind of have to sit there for a second with the soldering iron, but it's always a joy when the solder just works. Like, and it just flows. I don't exactly know what causes that difference, and it'd be interesting to learn, but this is another VTuber board from Kibu. No, this is a K-pop board. K-pop inspired. Something with the copper pads, perhaps, yeah. Wait till you know what? I kind of do. I think when I run out of stickers, which is going to be a while, I think I still got like 200 of them. I think the next thing I want to do is a trading card includable for build commissions. That'd be super neat. I wish Parallel didn't go to shit. Yeah, I feel like they started off so strong, and then they I guess the crux was the crux in all of this was they changed menus, and they started to backpedal. But it seems like that was the wedge, or I guess the straw that broke the camel's back, or whatever you want to say. It just has time to do with heat time, right? Thickness of PCB. Could also be that, yeah. I have 3 parallel boards, and it's a real shame. Yeah, I'm a bit bummed about it too. Like, they had some really neat projects, decent prices for most of this stuff. I think most of it was in stock until the end. The clocks were cool too. Not really new drama. Does anyone know in chat the keyword Alex was using when he built the Darling? What did it look like? I feel like it might have been the Event Horizon. Perhaps. I still have the parallel clock here. Well, here, the red one. I still have both of them. They sent me out 2. They're cool. The batteries have died in both. I think they take, what, AAA or something like that, or AA batteries. And high key, I'm not about to go buy batteries. If I happen to buy batteries, I'll definitely put them in, but I think I would have liked a rechargeable battery in that. Maybe I can somehow rig it to have a rechargeable battery. Maybe I'll open it up and find out. Hey, thank you, Fried. Really appreciate that, man. By the way, guys, I think someone earlier, was it someone earlier mentioned commissions and stuff, how I build keyboards for people. I think February is completely booked, so if you guys did need keyboards done, and you were maybe thinking about sending one in, March, probably the first week or 2, will be booked. So if you guys need them done and want them done sooner, now is the best time to reach out to me. I know I have a few emails I still need to go back and answer, like 1 or 2, but now is a good time if you guys wanted something done. What's up, Jishi? How you doing, man? Everything is repairable if you are brave enough. And I'm brave enough. I have made interesting repairs before. I like DIY projects. They're really fun. And there's something about soldering that is so relaxing. think it's almost like nice to see one switch at a time get soldered. Satisfying, very oddly satisfying. I love building my boards, though having an Alex build a board would be kind of fun. Maybe when you build your desk. Yeah, maybe. That'd be really fun. Way too lucky. Yeah, I totally get half the joys building your own boards. Totally. Desoldering is not. Oh, desoldering's not fun? Oh, desoldering kind of not fun. Even having the nice desoldering gun is stressful at times. So sometimes people will send in boards with... I don't even... Like, it's sometimes not even their boards. They're sending in stuff they bought secondhand. I think that's 90% of what it is. And they asked me to desolder it. I am not kidding you guys. I don't know what it is people use to solder their boards sometimes, but the gun will just not desolder things nice. Like, it is... Oh yeah, the lead-free ones are the absolute worst. They do not solder well, and they make me go through those filters like crazy. And then I've gotten one where the guy did say it was lead, or leaded solder, and it's desoldered worse than the unleaded solder. What do you think of electrocapacitive / Toper keyboards? They're fun if you like them. I think they have their own unique kind of feel and sound to them, which is awesome. But I prefer the cherry switches. That is my cup of tea. No clean flux is a disaster to use. There's a bunch of things where sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I didn't have to do this right now, but yeah. Sometimes it's not a fun experience. Alex, do you do Toper keyboards? I have now dabbled with them. I don't want to say I'm super confident in them, but I could technically assemble them for people. However, I'm saying this with the utmost honesty and transparency. I probably won't mod them 100% to the standards of some other people in this hobby. Like, I think Diego does really well with modding Toper. Because he's more used to it. Well, I am not. Is there a huge difference in sound or feel with solder compared to hot swap? Oh man. Every time this gets asked, I always panic. I don't think so. Do you guys think? I don't think so personally. Whoops. Don't panic. Thank you. Appreciate it. Waiting for the day someone comes Alex for an Alps build. You know, a few people have, and then they just have never sent them out. Because I think something will come up, or they'll just do it themselves or something. But a few people have tried. Just life gets in the way either, or just something comes up on their end. No, it feels slightly tighter, but you won't notice it unless you do side by side. And it's pretty slightly. Yeah, I would say it's very minor, personally. If there is a sound difference that's perceivable to your ears. I personally don't really notice anything. And I've done side by side builds like that. Compliment for Juan. Juan, you know what else I would like side by side? You and me, buddy. Reunited again. I hope you're having a great day, friend. And I hope everything in your life's going fantastic. I hope this week's going great. And I hope 2024 ends up being absolutely insane for you, bro. In a good way. Wait, are we talking about the Hako desoldering gun? We were, yes. Alex getting side by side with chat? I've met a bunch of you guys now. At a lot of the meetups. God, that made me want to reward a compliment. There you go. All right. Soldering complete. Let me here. I'll drown you in good coffee. That is kind of tempting. You know, I did have a coffee today, but today's been I've been feeling like maybe it's just the sudden switch. We had a few days of sunniness and I felt great, and then the sun all went away and now I feel bleh again. Maybe it's just the sun, but I do kind of want a second coffee. Give me one moment. I'm just gonna wash my hands. All right. Alex, when are you coming to a meetup in the US? I'm going to try to go to Utah, but I got to see what the budget allows. I do got to see. Also, if I haven't said thank you guys for the follows today, it's Kelly Bish. Thank you so much. And then there was a few others from earlier. Okay, thank you for the prime from earlier as well. I think I said thank you already, but I'll just thank you again. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I know it's a bit of an early morning stream, but that looks very cool like that. All right, let's start putting this down and disassemble the case. Let us do that. So I actually picked out a keycap set for this already because I have a good feeling about a keycap set that I want to use. But I'm not going to tell you guys yet. We shall wait for that. All right, what bit do I need? I actually don't own Shoko. That is one of my many sets that I'm like, man, I probably should have bought this back in the day. But I did not buy it. Oh, no, it is not Mizu. You guys already kind of know what Mizu looks like on this blue, so. Come on down to Texas in April. Texas would be pretty cool to visit. Redacted? No, it's not redacted. I'll give you guys some more opportunities to guess here. GMK Astral. You know, you guys mention Astral. People always mention Astral, and then I look it up, and then I always forget what it looks like. All right. Internals of the case. No anno hook marks. Nothing like that I can see. It looks just as good as the external. Happy with this. Yeah, internals look good. Oh, I guess we need to put the daughter building first. Let's do that first before we do anything. Yeety? No. Give us a hint? It's a color. That was a really bad hint. I apologize. My obscures are here? Let's go. Striker? No. Wow, Alex, good hint. Hey, you guys will be like, shit, I didn't get the hint earlier, but that's a great hint I gave you guys. Absolutely fantastic 10 out of 10 hint. I would say yes, this is a pricier board for sure. Serica? No. Klein Blue? No. Glacier? No. Miklon? Although I think Miklon would look cool in this? No. I don't think it was a very popular set. I'll say that much. Actually, I don't know why it was a popular set. It's not Evil Eye. Crimson Cadet? No. Firefly? No. Pacific? Close but no cigar. It's not Pacific. Oh, Top Mill. What am I doing? It is not Pacific, guys. Hammerhead? No. Panels? No. Prussian Blue? No. Blurple? No. Rainy Day? What the? No one's guessed it yet? Laser? No. Space Cadet? No. Atlantic? Denim? No. Colors but no cigar. So it's not any good. That thing is expensive, and I figured must be good if people pay. Oh, wait. What are we talking about, Blanks? The desoldering gun? The desoldering gun's fantastic. But certain types of solder, even for the solder sucker, is just shit to work with. I still prefer the desoldering gun. However, you don't really need it if you're only doing 1 or 2. Amarad won. He said indigo. He or she said indigo. So Amarad won this. It is indigo, yes. See, it was a good hint. You guys just guessed wrong. I was thinking indigo for today. Yeah. It's like an oh moment. I was thinking indigo for today, and I thought indigo was a great choice. So that is what we are using today. There was things for the top now. Did I leave it inside the case? I might have. That would look good. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. I did leave it in the case. Also, big props to the designers here. Everything uses one screw, like one screw bit. Lovely, fantastic. Also, no mounting points underneath the spacebar. Good choice. Again, usually this is what I expect out of Kibu and the designers that Kibu works with. So, good job to Russ and Company. Freya. Quick, someone redeem keycap swap? Oh, my head's like spinning right now. Sorry, guys. Good stuff here. All right, this is screwed in now. Let's plug this guy in. I guess this is a proto board. I don't know if any of the designers are in chat currently. I don't know how far ahead or far along this is in prototyping, that's the part where I don't know, unfortunately, and I couldn't give you guys a really great answer here. I was trying to get some more info before, actually, a few days ago I was trying to get some more info, but I think Chung's been a little bit busy, and I should have probably reached out to some of the designers, but I did not. And probably that's on me. But I think right now this is pretty much like just exiting IC. Oh wait, this is installed from the top here. So I'm not too positive. And I apologize that I don't have all that info for you guys. I got the HMX Cloud switches. I'm really impressed with how nice they are considering they're a budget switch. They are fantastic switches, aren't they? And you don't really need to lube anything, which is also fantastic. Why isn't this screwing in nice? Hold on a second. All right, let me see what's going on here. Keycap gamble today? I mean predictions? We're not doing predictions today. Today is no predictions. Perhaps the daughterboard cable. I would have liked to actually see a channel for the daughterboard cable. I think that would have been my only suggestion for this. Not the end of the world though, because it's top mount, but just something to keep the daughterboard in place would have been nice. Why is this screw forever spinning? What is going on here? Is it not closing nicely? Or do I need to somehow get this here? Is the cable causing any sort of clearance issues? I don't think so. What is going on here? Looks like it's closing flush. Is there two different screw lengths and I'm just not seeing that? Perhaps there is. Hold on, let me see. I don't think so. All right, let me see. Tomo? What about the Tomo? What about it? Just came back. What's the mounting point for the board? It's just top mount. So classic top mount for this. Although, I'm not too positive why these top screws are being a little wonky right now. Someone replying to someone saying for a good 75. Oh yeah, Tomo's pretty good. But if you already have a sonnet, then I don't think you would need something else. Just my personal opinion. Let me see. It's all sealed properly, so it's closing proper, but I'm not sure why this is not screwing in nice. Will I be building a boomerang? Probably not. Not really a board that I'm super interested in personally. What is going on with these top screws? Is the plate blocking it or something? I almost feel like these top screws are too short for some weird reason. There's threading in there, so. Alex, will you build some Legos with me? Dude, Legos are so much fun to build. They're high-key expensive, though. I mean, this screws in nicely here, so what's going on? What's the issue? They're all the same length and stuff. Legos are so much fun, though. Is it like an alignment thing that's going on? Hi, Tim. No, these should all be long enough. Oh, well, there's Tim with the sussy shit. That's the Tim's experience here. Oh no, the back ones do need longer screws, I believe. So, where do I get these two longer? Did I screw something in incorrectly here? I don't think I did. Is there two longer screws that I should be aware of? Let's find out. Howdy, Alex. What's up, Station? How you doing, dude? Let him have it, y'all. Did someone say Tim? Good old Toenail. Damn, they just called you Toenail like nothing else. You're just Toenail now. No, these are all the same length. No. I'm gonna go through all the screws and see which ones works. Toenail Tim. The man, the myth, the legend, Toenail Tim. Yeah, I'm not too positive why these aren't screwing in nicely. I wonder if there's some clearance issue with the cable or something. Let me see. Can you try the bottom slot? It looks deeper. The bottom slot? What do you mean by that? You could twist the cable. So Kula, what do you think it is? We made a shorter GS. Okay, so do you think it is the cable that's just causing it to lift a little bit? Let's do like this. Cable's a bit long. Okay. So the cable is going to be shortened in the GB then. Let's see if it is the cable. It looks like it's clearing. No, I mean it feels like it's hitting the bottom over here. Let me see. Sorry? No, don't worry about it, dude. Did we get it this time? Nope. It is still not screwing in. Remove the cable and try. We could try that too. Let's see if it is the cable. Let's just get rid of it for now. And let's put this here for a moment and see if the cable's causing us some grief. I don't think it's the cable though. I think it... Nope. I have a weird feeling I know what it is. Is it the daughter board, like the JST port? I wonder. Let me see. Let's find out. No, that just goes over the area there, so I'm not really positive what's causing it to not... Maybe it's like not sitting nice? Push the top case while assembly, we'll be fine. Let me plug it back in. I'll plug it back in and we'll do that. Alex, what's my favorite switch brand right now? If I had to pick something other than cherry switches, I think HMX would be next up in line for favorite switches. All right, let's try pushing it and then need some compression on the top. Okay. Let's see. No, I don't think it's catching, guys, unfortunately. It's not catching. Stock HMX? Yes, sir. So it's not catching right now. Perhaps, I mean, when I have this screw in, so here's something I'll show you. Perhaps it just needs longer screws, guys. Again, guys, this is a prototype, so this stuff's kind of like expected. Oh, let me get my tweezers and show you. So, believe it or not, it's actually not that long of a screw. So we have about this much threading to work with, as you can see. So there's not too much. So I think, Sakula, maybe the answer here for the board is just literally lengthening the screws in the back. Because there's not too much that it's holding on by there. Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, it's not even catching. So, maybe I have some different screws we can use. How long were the screws for the plate? I think these were way smaller though. Yeah, they're way smaller. Never mind. So perhaps just a little bit longer there. Maybe that's truly the only negative thing about this prototype. If you're shortening the cable already, then perhaps just longer screws through the back so it threads in properly. Other than that, very beautiful board, as usual. Very, very pretty. Alex, do you prefer HMX Cloud switches or the Macchiatos? The Macchiatos, 110% the Macchiatos. I think those are perfect. Let me just see if I have a longer screw that maybe we can use today. Someone already asked, but do you think they may have used the longer screws in mounting the plate? No, because I put all the short screws on the like a different area. I don't think there was any longer screws for it. Because I had these up above here and I put the short ones here. I mean, if you guys want, I can double check, but I don't think so. Do you guys want me to? Yeah, we'll have a look. Somehow it was okay. Here. We'll double check if I did. Perhaps it's a me problem. Nope, short screw. The screws from the small bag are for the plate. Yeah, that's what I used. I used all the small ones for the plate. Actually, the way we can easily tell so I don't have to unscrew them all is I'll use one of the longer screws and see if this even threads in all the way. I mean, it does. But I don't think I used longer screws for this. Because then how did we end up with those? So I think we're good here. All right, let me just quickly see so I can like close the case up because I'd like to see how this sounds. But let me double check. Not the end of the world. That's why we do prototype stuff. Time to Gorilla Glue. Yeah, these ones work fine because the metal's a little thinner on the side and bottom ones. It's okay. Not a big deal. Give it one more attempt here. We'll definitely adjust the issue. Yeah, not a big deal. No. You can tell it wants to screw in, but it's just not catching. Let me see. How long were these screws? Let me see. Nope. Yeah, everything I have is like pretty much the same. Oh, hold on. May have found something. Solder the top frame. I don't think that's gonna work, guys. Let's see, will these work? Nope. Is this the same length? It might be. All right, last try, and if this doesn't work, then no. I think they're probably like just a smidge shorter as well. All right, let me just get the other screw so I don't lose things. Oh well, we'll try another time. I don't think these are the right size for it, but if we try one more thing. This guy. Soldering looking pretty good right now. Nah, it's too big. This screw, too big. All right. And I think this is the wrong size. Yeah, it's all right. Super glue it. Let's just try without the top frame fully secured. At least the bottom and inside are, but it's okay. Let's just leave it like that. Time to bust out the welder. No. No, no, no. No, they don't work. It's they're all the same length. Let's see what this looks like. Pain, a little bit of pain. It's okay, it's okay. Oh, indigo? Dude, is indigo not sick? Didn't know indigo had Dixie mods? Sorry though, Sakula, I tried. Stopping for a brief moment to say hello. What's up, dude? Sorry, my bad. No worries, Sakula. It's no one's fault. Although, I need to clean that off now. I see like a bunch of dust from the screw. For my sanity, could you put Blurple key next to it? Love you long time. We'll check that later, no worries. Blurple? I can go get a Blurple keycap, but I think Blurple is very different from this. I blame Tim. Yeah. Not a bad person to blame. No, the top left and top right. So both of these, Sakula, I think they just need to be longer because I have a longer screw of the same, like, so this is much longer than the top. If I were to properly cut this, it would work. So same idea, this is much longer. And when we screw this in, it actually screws in. However, it is a little too tall. So it just seems like the top two screws need to be, I don't know, 3 or 4 millimeters, maybe. The tall one will impact the keycaps. So unfortunately, I don't think we can. I mean, it was screwed together. I am very unsure how, but it was screwed together. At least I think it was. Now I don't really know. Can't you screw it in using the tall ones to the proffer? Yeah, we could do that too. I only have one of those tall screws though. Check the VOD. Here, let me check the VOD for you guys. Let's see. Let's go back and see what I did with all these screws. Let's see. Let's go. Here, we'll do it. If you guys don't mind us hanging around doing this kind of stuff. Let's see. Videos. The one that's doing right now. I think it's the length through the screws. Yeah, I think it's the length through the screws as well. It's right on it, should be a bit longer. Oh, okay. Are you looking at, do you have one there too, Sakula? Are you looking at it? Okay, I found where I unscrewed them. It wasn't that long ago. It was only like 20 minutes. No? I put all of them to... No, they all just sat there. Wasn't me. We're gonna fix it, sorry? No worries. No worries, man. It's not. Don't worry. I hope I didn't really, by pressing on it really hard to squeeze it together, I hope I didn't damage anything. It does look like it's a little bit silvered now over there, so... It's alright. It's a prototype, I guess. This is GMK Indigo. It is indeed indigo. Indigo's a very nice set for this. I'm very happy with my indigo. In they go. Very nice, these. Very, very nice. We do love a good little meme. Oops, dropped a switch. As a fan of blue as a concept, Indigo is a solid set. Yeah, I think this looks great. Making me regret not grabbing Indigo. Is Indigo still not available though? I'm pretty positive you can still grab it. They are filmed and lubed. As for spring swapped, I am not positive. I believe they are though because they don't feel like stock springs. So I'm pretty positive they are. No, I think this is a perfect set for this, by the way. Gotcha, that preview is nice. It's gonna be a good sounding keyboard. Also, did you guys want me to screw in this? Is that what you guys said for the sound test? Here, I'll screw it in just in case this one makes a difference, okay? We will screw in this one screw in case it does actually make like a big difference for the keyboard here. Again, the screw's a bit too long, so doesn't allow these keycaps to fully go all the way down. There's only two though, 1 and 2 on the top, so it's either left or right. Oh, I put the escape in the wrong spot. No one corrected me. Alex, you really cooked with this one. I'm telling you guys, when I saw this blue and I was like, dude, Indigo would look absolutely insane on this. And look at that. Look how good this looks. All right, other than the minor screw issue, and perhaps me wanting to see the same type of materials used for both weights. Pretty nice looking board. Elquan, you know what else is pretty nice looking? It's not pausing because I had it VOD open. 1 second. You know what else is pretty nice looking? Elquan. Elquan, I hope you're having a great day today, bro. Love you, dude. Keep on smiling, my friend. All right. Let's take it to the side. Let's grab a little desk pad. Do I have one readily available to go? 100% underrated set. Yeah, dude, you see how long it took everyone to guess this set I was using? It's because I don't think this set did super well. I don't think this did well at all. But look how good this board looks. Look at this. Nice little badge. Got some GMK dust all over the keycaps, you know? Hate when that happens. Look how nice Indigo looks on this, man. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I have to get rid of the fingerprints. I want this to look pristine. Lovely. Sakula, do you have a rough estimate for price? I don't know, to be honest. This is Sakula's personal board, I believe, or one of their prototypes, but I'm just not sure the cost of it. Very nice. Oh, did I show you at the bottom? It has a little Yujin signature on the bottom here as well. It is, yes. It's for the group called IVE. So you can see by the little logo there on the back. If you guys want to see the back again, and then this. I think I gave you the wrong size screws. Oh, did you? I mean, Sakula, it's okay. Honestly, we'll be okay. Perfect. Like I said, I just hope that when I was pressing down on it, like you guys mentioned, that I didn't damage anything internally with the threading. It looks like I didn't. It did look like there's a little bit of a mark on the screw area though, but Hopefully we're okay. Let's see. Let's see what this is going to sound like, though. Classic top mount. This is everything I like in a keyboard. Cherry MX Hyperglides. We have PC plate, top mount, and the Eugen TKL. It's everything I like. It sounds nice. Yeah, this is, I would personally say that PC top mount with cherry switches. I don't think I've had a board yet where it's completely missed unless they've done something very wrong with the board. But does it smell good? It's a good backspace too. Sometimes with TKLs, you get a weak backspace because, I don't know, I feel like this cross section sometimes creates like a metallic, but that's really nice. For top mount, I typically personally prefer plastic. Very nice. Very, very nice. What's the build? Using TKL, it'll be on Kibu Store. I don't know when. I don't know if Sakula can field those questions. I asked Chung, and Chung unfortunately didn't get back to me with any of those answers for those. I think he's just busy, or he might be even sleeping right now. I don't know the price either. I just know the specs of the keyboard, which we mentioned earlier in this stream, but I don't have any, like, I don't even have a link to an IC, basically. This is, I think, only in the Discord for right now for IC stuff. Yeah, it's a great looking TKL. It's a nice color too. Do you think there's still space and innovation for innovation in keyboard designs? Some things have gotten super stale, and the popular things are making keyboards more accessible. I mean, there's always room. I mean, we still see it. Like, I think QWERTY keys has kind of, you know, ripped the band-aid off of us using different connector types. Like, there's pogo pin connectors, which are magnetic. We even see, like, the new Zoom 75B3, which is going to be crazy. There's, like, what, 9 mounting styles in that? So about $530 US? Okay, $530 US for this. I think there's tons of innovation. It's just some, like, again, I think, like, there is still a big scene for classic stuff in keyboards. Because I think, you know, believe it or not, I think a lot of people still look at aesthetics as like a number one thing. People, I think, like the idea of having 9 different mounting styles, but then when you actually get into doing keyboard stuff and you find the mounting style that you like, suddenly having a keyboard with 9 mounting styles suddenly doesn't feel as, like, inspiring to pick up. You're like, oh, cool, it has 9, but I'm only going to use top mount. So I still think that, yes, there is things to work on for innovation, but I always think that a good, well-designed board that is just like what Horizon said, you know, minimal and timeless in a lot of ways, will always be something that kind of takes the cake. And I think you can even kind of see that with watches, right? Like, something that's just timeless will always be better than what's trendy, right? It'll always hold a more special place in your heart. And I think that's kind of what you see in boards as well. You don't really see the crazy trendy boards, like, still, you know, splashing onto the scene, right? But in terms of internals, I think yes and no at the same time, like I mentioned. Sorry, I went on a tangent about the design there. But yeah, we see companies doing it now. It's like we even see innovations in manufacturing and stuff too, right? So there's always room, never stops. Who knows? Maybe someone's gonna come up with a great Switch. I mean, dude, you know what else was I think quite innovating as well? Minor, maybe to some people, but huge to some. Let me show you guys. I think these were a great little product. I think these are it. These are super, super nice. Let me show you guys this. God, these blues look insane. See these? Clip-in switches. So for people who want to build playlists, it makes a lot of sense, and it really does secure. And you know, I've always said a good keyboard needs to be very well secured to the PCB, or at least flush with the PCB. So it's nice seeing stuff like this that can help with keeping it flush. You know? Yeah, so that could be an issue for some, but at least this should provide some sort of like help to if you're soldering in on a 1.2 or anything like that. Keep in mind though, I do think that obviously there's going to be different variances with PCBs, but for the standard 1.6, these will probably work really well. And who knows, maybe these will work super, super well for 1.2 as well, because they just maybe won't fall out, but we'll see. We shall see. I'm not too positive the future for this kind of stuff, but I like this idea. They'll only clip in for 1.2? Are these only for 1.2? Why would these only be for 1.2? Why wouldn't they make a 1.6 as well? Well, either way, back and forth, which ones? They will work in 1.6. They can work in 1.6, they just don't fully clip in. Oh. Does it still help support it though in 1.6s? But anyway, it's still a cool idea. I decided to pick up a pack. After seeing Tim use them, I was like, I'll try them out. I saw Tim use them. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, we'll do it. Although, I'm going to be honest, I don't really like the box stems. I find them a pain in the ass to lube. Taking apart the box stems are kind of annoying. Good call on the indigo. It's a nice set, right? It's beautiful for this. Even with the purple desk pad, it looks beautiful. It's a nice looking keyboard. Sakula, I gotta say, looks great. Looks fantastic. Huge thanks. God, I love that sound. Well, I may have to pick one of these things up. Sorry for being... Oh, Sakula, it's not your fault. I hope I didn't strip... It doesn't look like I stripped the inside of this at all, because I think there was only, what, 2 threads that was even able to screw in. Not your fault at all. Oh yeah, you can hear the screw. I did put in a really long screw just to secure the board for you guys, but I'll buy your indigo someday if you let me. Huh? That is such a pretty looking keyboard. Wow. Yeah, this is like one of my favorite blues in boards. Just this light baby blue. Look at that side profile too. Focus camera. Look at that. That is nice. Beautiful. I like this, again, like this little step they got going on here. Very, very, very nice. All right, well, that's the stream pretty much. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Is that a shadow? It's like a little... Here, let me go back to this view here. Oh. You guys get a better kind of view of this. Let me just wipe off some of the dust. Come on, dust, go away. It's a fun design. Alrighty, guys, that's pretty much the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun being here as usual. How do you feel about people flirting with me? I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I feel like it's mostly just the usual few people who do it. Have you seen The Man? Have you seen? Oh, seen me? Oh, sorry. I read that as like a movie or something. Thank you for the stream. No worries, guys. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you. What are Dixie mods? I think it's just a style of how mods work. I guess it's no text or I have no idea, to be honest. I have to do my research there too. I haven't heard it referred to it as that. Let's go raid Marcia. She's building a KL90. All right, guys. Enjoy. Take care, everyone. Thank you again for Kibu and the designers for letting me build their board here today. I take some pictures. I'm excited for this to come out, though. This is a really nice board. They did an excellent job. Take care, everybody. Love you. Goodbye. And I will see you guys. I guess let me start the raid. I'll see you guys tomorrow again. Is there a geek hack? No, not that I saw at all. I think the only info that I was even able to like look up prior to even Chung giving me information was the Discord. So Kibu's Discord would have all the info. See you later though, guys. Love you. Talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll do another really awesome one tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye, everybody. Love you.